sudden, it's like if you bump that button or you lean over and your apron hits it or something, every time you fluoro, it saves an image, and you're like, oh my gosh, we got 100 images in this study. What the heck's going on? It's probably that button. So
Okay.
okay. And these arrows here, once we, this will make more sense as I flesh out the software, but once we have a study up and you have images that you've acquired, you can actually cycle through the images on the right-hand monitor.
Mm.
And like, so you can, from here, you can pick which one is being viewed. So in case the doctor needs to do a comparison, you can cycle through the previously acquired images, okay? All right, and when we're in manual mode, so that's auto, manual, there's our KV, MA adjustments, okay? These buttons on the side are they just mirror the buttons next to them.
Mhm.
So just in case it's easier to just have a physical button to, feel okay, manual, auto, capture. So they just mimic those same buttons. All right, so then we come down from here. This is our DSA function. I'm not sure if you guys use digital subtraction.
Yeah, on,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
stands.
Okay. So this would be, you could turn this on both from the touch panel and the workstation itself. So basically you just hit DSA. When DSA turns on, the Cine function turns on, so it will
Mhm.
automatically capture.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's kind of not doing much for you. Okay. All right. You'll notice there's a roadmap icon that's grayed out. The way this system handles road mapping is that you have to shoot a DSA. Okay, so you have to acquire a subtracted image. Once you've
Mhm.
acquired the subtracted image, then if you want to use a roadmap, okay, then you can hit roadmap, and then it'll turn it on for your next, like the next time you fluoro. Okay. All right. So then here we just have a Cine button, so you can just do a Cine record without the DSA on and off. Okay. This silences all if they're beeping and stuff that might be going on when you're adjusting things, although this seems to be pretty quiet. Okay, this is just telling you what mode you're in. You're in normal fluoro. All right, this ABC function here, so what this is going to do is that's your auto brightness control, and all that's doing is just making a slight adjustment to it, so it might give you a slightly brighter or slightly darker image. So if you don't want to make a manual adjustment in your technique and you notice that the image is a little dark, you might be able to just kind of bump it up 1 or 2, and make an adjustment.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, one last thing on here. So this picture of this clock is not just a picture, that's a fluoro timer reset.
So I was gonna ask.
Okay.
That was my next question.
So, yeah.
What's the time limit?
It's 5 minutes.
Okay,
So what'll
typical.
happen is it'll do 5 minutes, and then it'll be faster. So it'll just kind of it'll double beep, okay? And then when you hit like 10 minutes, it'll alarm and tell you like, hey, like what are you doing?
You've
here?
used 10 minutes
Yeah, what
before.
the heck's going on? But then you can just reset it.
Okay.
And it'll go back to 0, so it starts over. All right, so back to the mode screen here. Mode. Okay, so that's normal fluoro. This is pulse fluoro. This is boost 8, so that just shoots at 8 MA fixed, but the KV is adjustable, okay? And this is boost 20, so it shoots at 20 MA fixed with adjustable KV. Boost 20 is going to put out a heck of a lot of dose.
Yeah.
On this particular unit, I mean, I think when I checked it, I have paperwork in my bag, it's about 19 R per minute. So it's like double the dose of normal fluoro maxed out. Okay, so that's basically like, I mean, if you can't see something in normal fluoro, if you go to boost 20 and you shoot with that, it doesn't really matter how dense the patient is. You're gonna get an image. If you don't get an image with that, then I don't know. Sorry, like that's
That's a healthy one.
that's gonna because it's a lot of dose, and that you can push that through quite a bit of density. Okay. All right. Then over here, this is kind of doesn't really. These two buttons really aren't all that functionally useful. This would get me into a service mode. Doesn't do anything for you. This button, if you hit it, it turns off like the operating system on the C-arm, but the C-arm's still powered up, and then you can't do anything. So then you have to turn it off, turn it back on. So that button, that's not part of the proper shutdown process.
No.
I don't understand why it's there. So like I said, that service mode isn't gonna do you any good. That power button there, not gonna do you any good, really. Just, if you bump it, just turn the system off, turn it back on. Every time the system boots up, it boots up into that normal fluoro mode.
Mhm.
Okay, alright, so,
Which is, I think, all they use. He doesn't ever take pictures, does he? That I've seen.
I don't know, I've not.
Never seen him take a picture and save it. It's just pretty much just fluoro.
hey, whatever
Just for
works for him.
guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
in
make
case he
sure
wants to
that-
like do a comparison, like of what he's working on. Nah, I mean, like, let's say he takes a picture to see what his positioning is or something maybe,
Mhm.
and then doesn't save it.
No.
Okay.
No, he never saves.
I've not done it back here with him, so usually it's always Shannon. or
Never
you.
saves anything. It's just
Okay.
to see if the needle's in the right spot or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. All right. So, well, with the other modes, so you have a pulse mode. The pulse mode is pretty good for like dose reduction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's variable pulses. Okay, so right now it's set at 15 pulses per second.
Mhm.
Okay, and you can go in there and you can make an adjustment to it. But if you shoot at like 25 pulses per second, your image is nearly identical to shooting in normal
Yeah.
fluoro. However, it reduces your dose by like 35%.
Yeah.
Okay, if you shoot at like 15 pulses per second, the image quality is very comparable to normal fluoro.
Mhm.
And it reduces your dose by like 45%, so it's nearly half the dose. Now, if you go under that, you go to like 8 pulses per second, the image starts to get noticeably degraded. It's kind of
Yeah.
like fuzzy. And man, you're using a really low dose. It's like 60% less dose, but it's like you got to fluoro longer and take more images because you can't see anything. But that might be something that he could be interested in at some point if he wants to reduce dose to himself, his staff, patients, whatever. It's not like you're putting out excessive dose in normal fluoro, but
Mhm.
it could be something he's interested in. And if so, basically, the mode works just like normal fluoro, but it uses a pulse, and you can just change that pulse. But you could just leave it at 15, shoot with it. If he likes the images he's getting, you just say, okay, great, we achieved a lower dose, everything's fine. Okay. So then, quickly, Boost 8, it works in auto brightness. It just has no MA. You can't adjust it. It's going to get you a slightly clearer image with the 8 MA. That's kind of it. It might be like I'm not procedurally. I'm not even sure when you'd use it. But we used to have a mode that was called Snapshot that did the same thing. Nobody ever used it.
Mhm.
We just kind of retooled it. That's one of those where I would say that's your